And we are back into game whatever this is, featuring the Villanova Wildcats and the victors of our last game, the conquerors of the world champions of the Ignition Gaming Weekly Brawl, WAG. How are you, Allie?
Good, how are you? How was your break?
My break was amazing. I got a lot done. I got my laundry switched over from the washing machine to the dryer, and I talked to some people, and I said hi to some people, and yeah, and we're in Champ Select. So enough about me, and more about these awesome picks and bans that are going on right in front of our
Oh,
faces.
the got banned.
They got banned indeed. I don't blame them. They saw how good Beatley was, and it was time to ban it away from him because
That is probably the first time I've ever seen an got banned, and for good reason, though.
I think that the Urgot ban was to make sure that the sub 80 carry that they have playing for them doesn't insta-lock it again, more than the
Oh,
other team steal that pro pick.
I thought Villanova banned got, not not WAG.
Yeah, apparently he threatened to pick it again, so they had to ban it away from him.
That is too funny.
Would
You
not
can see
surprise me if
that
he quits.
team chemistry right there.
Yeah, they're on the same page through and through, and like they have a really good 80 carry on Urgot, so ban it. Put him up to a challenge. Speaking of challenges, Villanova back in the house, our original weekly brawl champions, and they're back for blood and vengeance. Will they be able to take on WAG?
That is a very good question. I mean, they've been doing really well the past three previous weeks, so we'll see what happens.
I think that they have a chance, though, I do have the friends on WAG, so due to experience playing with them, I don't know. This one's going to be a close one. I think it all comes down to picks and bans.
So we see Super Tech Bad picking Gnar for top.
Ooh,
So
you
another
did call
really
him
strong
super
pick.
tech bad.
It was a request from Villanova, so I have to oblige.
Of course. I was told by a little fairy that a certain 80 carry, I rhymed, on the Villanova Wildcats will be picking an interesting pick and that I will enjoy it. So I'm thinking maybe an Annie 80 carry because, Annie is my favorite champion. So if
I
I'm
have,
going to enjoy it.
yeah, I think you would just have like a little like fangirl moment over Annie if she was actually picked for 80 carry.
I mean, I am holding Tibbers right now. Oh,
I
and
am.
apparently they're going by a new team name. Their new team name is the team formerly known as Villanova University.
Oh, okay. Did they all of a sudden just drop out randomly?
Maybe they decided to pursue their League of Legends career, and now they're no longer with Villanova. They're just formerly with.
So, what do you think of the Jana Lucian bot lane?
Janna Lucian is a strong bot lane. It's been a strong bot lane for a little while, but the problem is Lucian received some nerfs to his passive, as well as a couple other things I can't remember off the top of my head, and that makes it a little bit harder. You can't hold on to that double shot as long, so you have to be a little quicker with it. And against a lane that has more aggression, it's going to be hard to hold on to that. I don't know. I think it's still a strong lane. I don't think it's can be counted out by any means. But I think I don't know what the other team is picking. I'm hoping it's not Graves. That should not be. That's
That's
not
not a good pick
interesting.
into Lucian. I don't think so, personally. I just feel like the range is too short. I mean, Lucian's range is also short too, but his Q poke is, I think, does really well against Graves.
Okay, well here's the thing with that. I've heard it from both sides, from various 80 carries on my friends list that Lucian beats Graves and Graves beats Lucian. So I think the more common one is that Graves is the counter to Lucian. I think that's the one that Double F said, because Graves can burst easier than Lucian can burst. Like Lucian's abilities are easier dodge than Graves' abilities. Plus Graves has an ultimate which is also more bursty, whereas Lucian's ultimate is like, I'm gonna hit you for damage over time, and hopefully I hit a lot of it, even though it's easy to get out of.
Oh, we see another Azir pick this game from WAG. Wait, Wag did play Azir, not Heroes of the Storm last game. Just to be memory. Pretty sure Wag played Azir.
Yes, Wag did play Azir because it was Azir versus Orianna, and the Azir ran heal. Apparently, I don't know what's going on. I have people on my friends list from both teams, so it's an interesting pick and ban phase. I'm getting messaged a lot, so it's a good thing I'm not the one streaming.
Jeez,
But
I feel so unpopular right now. I mean, like, you guys should share some love with me too, right?
okay, well the love is that they picked Lucian before he got to his pick. That way he was forced to play an AD carry, and then he threatened to pick Kalista anyways. And
Wow, the sub, the troll.
yep, the troll. He is a talented player though. We have to give him credit.
Still
His
very troll
Urgot
though.
was top.
It was a very good Urgot play.
All right, so we have a finished comp on the side of Wag. Let's see what our last pick for mid lane is going to be on the team formerly known as the Villanova University team, esports gaming. Orianna. Is it going to be Orianna?
I don't know. How do you
Or,
think Orianna would do against LeBlanc?
well,
I think
if it's really Orianna, which it looks like it's locked in now, so Orianna versus LeBlanc. LeBlanc has the ability to burst, obviously. Orianna has the ability to shield. So if Orianna plays it safe enough, she should be okay. The problem is the chains that LeBlanc can put down, locking up Orianna, can be a little bit difficult. Also, Orianna's ult is really easy to dodge. So I think the matchup goes in favor of LeBlanc, especially early where Orianna just has auto attacks. And if LeBlanc hits level 2 first and she can use her QW as harass, that'll take pretty big chunks out of Orianna. And usually at that point, she'll only have, if she starts her shield, then she'll only have her shield and maybe command move, which is her Q. And she won't be able to return the harass nearly as much. Even with the shield, LeBlanc should win those trades. And it looks like she's going Ignite, so she definitely is confident in her Orianna play. She doesn't want to play safe at all. I was expecting a barrier.
yeah. So I think that it's gonna be an interesting mashup. Mid. So LeBlanc is definitely known for snowballing. So and roaming. So let's see how it will affect the other lanes if she wins well.
Now, I do have to say that the Orianna fits in really well with the comp that I'm just going to call him Villanova, that Villanova is running because they have that same kind of comp that we saw Heroes of the Storm using last game, where it's sort of like AoE wombo. In fact, the only champion that's different are the support and the jungle, right? The jungler was Pantheon, and the support was
I mean,
someone
Villanova
else.
Wildcats didn't play last game though.
No, I'm saying the comp though, the characters that they have,
Oh, okay.
the
I'm sorry.
champions are the same except for or Nocturne instead of Pantheon, and
And
what was
then
the
didn't
support?
I think Gianna was a support.
Yeah, Janna. No, Janna was on the other team. Because remember Janna and
Was it
Azir on the same
Nami?
team? I don't know. I
I
don't
think we
remember.
both have terrible memories. We learned something very interesting.
Oh well. Anyways, so I think that what's going to happen in this game is we're really going to have to pay attention to how well that Wag can play the game early. If Wag is going with a very similar comp, except they have Jarvan top now instead of jungle, but Lee Sin has the same kind of pressure as Jarvan jungle, where he's really known for early ganks and early pressure, and he can move around the map quickly. So not only is he going to fight you in your jungle, but he's going to fight you in your lanes. So if he can get moving around the map and maybe make some plays top and mid to get them going, and then focus his efforts on bot lane and keeping control of Dragon, that will be hard for the team formerly known as Villanova to kind of come back from. They really have to rely on sustaining the early game and grouping up when everyone's six. Maybe using Nocturne's global presence when he hits level 6 in order to get some good ganks off. The problem is they don't have a ton of CC in their solo lanes, so it's really going to be focused on, I mean, unless he times it with Mega Gnar, which is just going to be hard to do, he's really going to have to focus on bot lane. So they have the AoE wombo potential. I think dragon fights are going to be really interesting to watch here.
Yeah, I think there are too, especially with Helping's R, and then combined with Oriana's R. I feel like they have a lot of kill potential with the AoE ults.
There are, huh? The
Yes, there
pirates.
are R's. R.
Pirate Sona and Pirate Oriana. And yeah, so we just gotta wait for a little bit of a spectator delay here, and then we can load up in the game and see what's going on. So, who would you give this game to, just based off team comps?
Oh, that's hard to say. I really think it's determined in laning phase, just because I feel like LeBlanc is going to be really strong, and she is going, if she successfully roams, it's going to definitely give it into Wag's favor. However, my laptop is frozen. Can you still?
Yep, I can still hear you.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. I mean, however, as we said earlier, Villanova does have great AoE ultimates, and they have good CC with Sona and the zone from Gnar, so they might be able to win 2 fights later in comparison to Wag.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that we have a straw poll now, so I can't move my mouse. There we go. Straw poll, and let us know who you think is going to win this game. Do you think WAG is going to be able to take home another victory, or do you think the team formerly known as the Villanova Wildcats will be able to come back into the 4th week of the Ignition Gaming Weekly Brawl and take home another championship, even though this isn't the championship match? I don't think.
So we have a total of 3 votes so far, so keep on adding to that straw count.
I voted.
You voted? I voted too. Who did you vote for?
I'm not going to tell you who I voted for.
Oh, okay, I guess it's secretive.
Yeah, it's secret. You don't get to know.
So
All right.
look at the starting builds.
Starting builds.
Well,
Go for
starting items. My goodness, I cannot English today. I did not sleep well last night.
That's alright. Math is hard, English is hard. We'll find something.
Yeah, unfortunately there's not a whole lot that I'm good at, right?
Damn.
Bad joke. So... Okay, anyways. So what do you think of the floss top? I haven't seen many Jarvans pick that.
Let's see. Flask top. You know what? I don't know. I think he probably could have benefited from Cloth 5, just because Gnar has the range on him. Like that. So I think Gnar is going to just kind of bully him earlier. Now, those 2 auto attacks barely did anything, so you can tell he's running a ton of armor. I don't think I would have started Blast Pots. He didn't even purchase a ward, so if I don't know, but we do have a little skirmish going down. Jarvan's passive is helping him take the victory in this one until Gnar starts cutting him around, but yeah, I think he would have really benefited from the Claw 5. I haven't seen Flash on Jarvan top, but then again, I don't see Jarvan top that often. And it also looks like across the rest of the board we have sort of standard starting items in starting positions, no fancy invades or anything. Lee Sin's starting double golems going to his red, Nocturne starting Gromp going to his blue. We have a little bit of harass going down bot lane, Sona charging up her Q, and I need to really learn the names of these abilities, but she's definitely using her Hymn of Valor to harass down Lucian, but Graves is taking a lot of damage, and he misses his buckshot, so trade going in favor of the Lucian Janna lane.
If you look back at top of the flask, Jarvan already has full health back again when the Protect Mag is still at less than half health.
Exhaust sorry, I got distracted by chat. Exhaust going down bot lane, and Lucian winning that trade even harder. It looks like Graves is going to have a hard time staying in this lane, at least until Sona hits level 2 and helping him heal up, but Lucian flashes in, lands a nice Q, and is able to pick up the kill. It really caught Graves off guard there.
Looks like Feedly is doing really well with Lucian. He definitely knows the range when able to realize that he was able to flash and be in range for Q.
And we have EXO joining us in the chat. EXO from the Ignition Gaming Challenger team, asking if these teams are qualified for the LCS. Oh, gotta love EXO. EXO is actually leaned against well, I guess he hasn't leaned against the data carry since it's up. Jarvan going in with a nice EQ combo, but Gnar is able to bounce out and then uses his flash and probably could have thrown in a little laugh there, making Lee Sin look like a fool. And so yeah, now we have Gnar, no summoners, but Jarvan does flash in EQs and picks up an easy kill on the Gnar. I think Gnar overstayed a little bit there.
Already 4 minutes in and we have over 1k gold lead in the favor of WAG. So that's definitely looking strong for them.
Yeah, it's exactly what we were talking about. If WAG can apply the early pressure that their team comp is good at, they're going to have an easy time in this game. And we have a little bit of harass going down bot lane. The trade's still sort of going in favor of Graves this time, just because he's going to be able to stain up with the help of Sona. Not much going on now, though.
Yeah, it looks like that in the trades mid, Orianna has been able to hold her own against LeBlanc. If you look at their mana bars, it looks like they both had to use about similar amounts of abilities. So, but we haven't been able to focus over there.
Yeah, sadly not. Directed camera is definitely focused on the bottom and top lanes. Though we do see, if we look at the scoreboard, that Orianna is up about 7 CS and has a health pot where LeBlanc is down in CS. Now, we can give that credit to, maybe not, maybe we had to worry about this fight? Not quite. Just Janna and Lucian landing a little bit harassed, keeping Graves, in check, making sure he doesn't step up too much, because Graves run these streets. Oh, we have a good knockup coming in from Janna. Lucian dashed in, he landed the Q, but here comes Nocturne coming in on his Dustbringer. Will he be able to land the Fear? He does ward the bush, he uses his spell shield. Graves jumps in though, takes a little bit of harass from Lucian. He looks like he's going to die to minions. Lee Sin coming in for the counter gank. And it looks like Nocturne's going to be picked up on the kill, given to Lucian. Great flash Q from the Lee Sin, picking up the Sona, making that trade a 3 for 1.
Yeah, that was definitely
3 for none. 3 for none? 3 for none, wow.
Yes, 3 for none.
Heavily going in favor.
Great coordination from Team WAG. They definitely knew that Lucian kept going in because he had the communication for jungle that he was going to come in for the counter gank, and they're able to get an early dragon off of that, which is crucial.
Yeah, exactly, and with that dragon, it's just going to further increase this lead. This game is already starting to snowball heavily in favor of WAG, so I think we're going to have to watch to see if Villanova can kind of pull together, shake off the early loss and see if they can force some kind of team fight, or at least stall until level 6 for everyone. I mean, Graves is still level 3, Sona's still level 4, where Janna's level 5 already.
Yeah, that's definitely a great difference. I mean, there's a 2k gold lead now in the favor of WAG, and if you look at the lanes, Lucian definitely is ahead of Graves in gold and experience. So that Graves should be having a hard time bot dealing with the heavy Lucian harass, especially since he's been playing so aggressive.
We have a little bit of an EQ coming in on Gnar, but it looks like he missed, and Jarvan's just going to go back to farming. LeBlanc landing her chain in mid lane, and what's up?
It seems like Jarvan's doing a great job of zoning Gnar, just being a bully and standing on the opposite side of the minion wave, queuing Gnar whenever he tries to come into reach.
Yeah, he is using a lot of mana, where I guess if that blast is coming into play. Giving a little BM to the Gnar. With style. Fun fact, the Jarvan's real name is actually Nicholas, so he and I share the same name. LeBlanc going in, she lands her chain. Orianna lands a great ultimate though and ignites LeBlanc, but Lee Sin is there to help clean up the kill, and another kill goes in favor of WAG.
It just seems like, that there's definitely more.
Okay, sorry, I thought Janna might be caught out a little bit there, but what were you saying?
Oh, look, it seems like Lee Sin definitely has more jungle presence than Nocturne because he's able to get those ganks and secure those kills for WAG, helping in their gold lead, and looks like there might be a little fight over blue here.
Yeah, Lee Sin's going for an invade, trying to take away this blue buff from Nocturne, but Graves manages to pick it up with a great buckshot. Nocturne coming in the queue. We do see a teleport coming in from Jarvan. Lee Sin kicks away, but Jarvan lands a nice EQ combo and picks up the kill. Nocturne uses his ult, but it looks like it's just for safety. Orianna shields Nocturne, but he has no ultimate, so Nocturne's barely going to get away thanks to the shield from the new tier 2 turrets, and it looks like Lucian picked up a kill somewhere off screen on Sona. Oh, Jarvan misses the EQ combo again, and Orianna looks like she's going to get away safely from that one. But another great 2 for 1 on the side of WAG. Gnar showing up a little late to the party, and Jarvan is not finished yet. Another EQ miss. LeBlanc is there this time. She lands the first chain. She might... Nope, didn't 2 chains win for the burst and picks up a quick kill on Gnar. And yeah, it's just... It looks like... Oh, Jarvan is not done. A great EQ combo coming in on Orianna with a nice Cataclysm and just so much damage.
All of these trades have been definitely in WAG's favor. I mean, poor Villanova has not even been able to get off a kill. 9 minutes in now. There's already a 5k gold lead.
And Jarvan's still not done. He uses EQ diving the turret. LeBlanc jumps in, picks up a kill on Sona. Janna almost died. Gnar TP's in to save the turret, but he's really in a tough spot now. LeBlanc lands the chain. Jarvan's gonna go in for an EQ, knocks up the Gnar. He gets ignited. He flashes away, and he almost manages to pick up the kill, but Lucian comes over and cleans up a little bit.
Oh, when did Villanova get a kill? I missed that.
Yeah, it didn't come up
Gnar.
in... Oh, they killed the Janna? Janna died.
Janna
okay,
died.
so the Janna died because she walked back behind that turret, and she was really low, and then I guess
okay.
Sona picked up the... Nope, Sona knocked her. Nocturne came down through the top jungle. And Graves found in the jungle. Lee Sin almost picked up a kill there, showing off the Lee Sin mechanics. I can Q you, press R, and Q you again, but no kill to be had.
Yeah, there's definitely a very strong league by WAG here. It's still like 12-1 and 5k gold lead, 5.5k gold lead now. And if you look at the individual lanes, it seems like almost every single lane is ahead in favor of WAG. There's definitely a gold lead everywhere. If you look at bot lane, there's close to a 2k gold lead in favor of Lucian.
Like LeBlanc's finding Sona in the river a little bit, but Orianna is there. A nice flash over top the Orianna ball, but sadly misses the chain. Ooh, Orianna lands a great ult, but she doesn't quite have the follow-up to follow herself up. And she's also that doesn't help anything. Graves trying to help a little bit, throws a smoke screen over the wall, but there's just no action to be had anymore with everyone so low and so
Oh, wait, top lane looks like there's a bit of action.
I think
Or
they're
not.
just blood hungry. Or bloodthirsty. I mean, you can eat blood, right?
I mean, yeah,
You
totally,
eat blood?
that's not cannibalism, not at all. You know, totally legal.
No, I'm not human blood, but like pig's blood or something like that, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So you can definitely see that Lucian is ahead of Graves in damage. Just being able to
Nocturne coming in for an
harass
ult.
him with
Lucian
the
was
power.
going in on the kill. He does pick up the kill on Graves, but Nocturne ult and Sona, Hymn of Valor, picking up the kill there on Lucian. A little bit too greedy, but at this point, might not matter. Sorry, that's not Lucian. Jarvan going in for an EQ combo. He's harassing down the Gnar. He might use his Cataclysm here to try to pick up the kill. Waits for him to jump away, picks up the kill, and another kill in favor of WAG.
Yeah, WAG is definitely doing a great job here coordinating together, and able to pick up those kills in those skirmishes and catching people out.
And it definitely looks like they don't want to take this top turret. They're like, you know what, let the minions chip it down. We'll clean it up after. We'll starve them of more farm and more gold. And, you know, zone them out a little bit. And why not push that lead a little bit farther? Don't give them the chance to come back. So Sona's going a little bit aggressive. Uses her stun, uses her ult. Orianna uses her QW combo, but it's not there. LeBlanc still manages to pick up the kill. Oh, juking out the Orianna and landing a chain in order to lock her down. Orianna does flash over the wall, but the auto attack picks it up just as LeBlanc starts to W away. That was a nice pickup of a kill by Orianna, also getting herself a nice little tasty blue buff.
Yeah, that should definitely help with her constantly being out of mana in these skirmishes.
Yeah, that, and she is going Athene, so looks like Athene's is kind of the popular build on Orianna tonight, despite the pro opinion of Morellonomicon being the stronger mid lane item now.
Yeah, so it just seems like WAG is continuing to catch people out in this game, and they already have, I think they have one dragon. Dragon is up, it looks like. WAG is currently, or the support is currently going to set up vision for it.
Yeah, Lucian is just so far ahead right now, takes the Graves ult to the face. He's now 2v1ing against Sona and the Graves, using his calling to try to take down the minion wave. Flashes forward, gets a nice EQ onto Graves, and picks up a quick little kill. They're so far ahead right now.
Yeah, their ADC is definitely so much more far ahead than Villanova's.
Little Warhop over the wall, misses the Q and kicks him to freedom, but Janna picks up the kill. Orianna trying to come in on Lucian. LeBlanc misses the chain, and a little bit of disengage here. Non-stop action across the map, it seems like.
Yeah, it just seems like WAG is playing hyper-aggressive, taking advantage of their lead against Villanova.
Yeah, so what can Villanova do to come back into this game?
I was actually just about to ask you this question. Personally, I think they're going to get back into this game by doing a little bush cheese, catching people out here and there, just like WAG has been doing, getting better vision control on the map. And I feel like that's their only chance. What do you think?
You know, honestly, I don't know. At this point, they're definitely going to have to get up some vision control in their own jungle, since WAG is just able to walk all through it without being spotted most of the time. LeBlanc, distortion over the wall. Oh, Jarvan teleports in and lands a nice EQ. The Janna all knocks some people away. Sona lands a nice ult, locking up 2 people. And Sona picks up the kill on Janna. Orianna is ignited, so she's going to fall. Gnar TP's in, and he's in Super Gnar. Knocks him against the wall with a great knock. Ult. He's getting locked down. The chain comes in. Lucian picks up the kill. Sorry, Lee Sin picks up the kill. Nocturne ults in a little bit late to the fight, though. Manages to smite Jarvan, but it's not enough. And LeBlanc picks up yet another kill. And that is an ace in favor of WAG.
Yeah, you can definitely see that they have a gold lead and item lead, and they're just out damaging Villanova by far. That was a 1-for-5 trade in the favor of WAG. So, looks like they're just going to recall and heal back up.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not entirely sure there's a whole lot Villanova can do about this one. It looks like WAG just has too much of a lead. I mean, it's only 15 minutes in, and they almost have a 10k gold lead. That's sort of absurd.
It is a little bit ridiculous. Also, they have 2 dragons against Villanova.
And LeBlanc's not done yet. She does auto attack, kind of giving herself away. Lands a chain, uses your Q auto. She doesn't have the damage though, and Graves picks up the kill. I think she overestimated her burst a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like she's just getting a little bit cocky and completely overestimating her lead.
Or, next level thinking, she wanted to reset the Graves kill count to make him worth gold again.
That is very, very pro strat. I mean, he was 6-0 before that kill. So, if you look at the map, you can definitely see where WAG definitely has better vision control of Dragon. There is a ward somewhat where you can see the mouth of the Dragon Pit by Villanova, but it's not as near in comparison to WAG's pings and ward in the actual pit.
I'm getting confirmation from WAG's top laner that his team does indeed not know how to push minions, so I'm not sure what that's referencing, but
I think that he's trying to say is that even though they're so far ahead in kills, they haven't been going for the tower objectives.
Yes, that could be true. Orianna taking a little bit of damage there, actually a lot of damage there from the LeBlanc, distorting in, trying to pick up a cheeky little kill. Oh, Jarvan EQing over the wall, but nothing there except 4 enemy teams saying, "What are you doing?"
He's able to get away with it though, from lack of CC.
Yeah, you know, Sona probably could have just ulted really quickly, and they probably could have picked up a kill there, but they would have had to use a lot in order to pick that up, so
yeah, and
realistically not worth.
Yeah, and then they'd be left vulnerable for the Lee Sin and LeBlanc coming in and just picking them up underneath the tower.
Yes, exactly. We see both Lee Sin and Jarvan are working towards a Hydra, so we're going to have a lot of AoE damage on their team, despite having a lot of single target spells.
Like Mortal's successful distraction there.
Lucian using his culling to try to clear out the minion wave and kind of force them off the turret. Jarvan waiting him out. He goes and lands a nice EQ combo. When the Cataclysm goes in, Sona lands a nice ult, knocking up 3 people. But it's just too much destruction at this point. The tower is standing though. Janna ults 2 people away, giving a little bit of healing to Lucian and LeBlanc. Gnar is still alive. Nocturne's still alive. It looks like they're focusing on LeBlanc a little bit, but LeBlanc distorts in. Lucian dashes in, lands a nice Q, and picks up a double kill, giving him double buffs.
Yeah, I've completely missed all of that lag. As soon as Jarvan eat over the wall, it's just like everything just blurred into each other.
And this is why we don't buy computers from Walmart.
Yeah, unfortunately my main PC died, so I'm running on a little laptop here, so...
So, I think at this point, I'm not entirely sure, honestly, what they could do to come back into this. Oh, Orianna comes in, lands a nice ult, and manages to pick up a kill, flashes out before LeBlanc can clean her up. I don't know what happened there. It looked like Lucian got a little greedy.
Yeah, it seems like WAG is getting progressively more greedy, as you can see, as they decided to engage underneath the tower, where they normally would have been, if they engaged somewhere else, they might have had like a clean ace like they have in previous fights, but it was not as clean and they lost. I think it was 2 for 3, rather than like their previous 1 for 5.
Yeah, I think it's because they turret dove and then they just didn't bother killing the turret.
Yeah,
So
that
they
would
took a
definitely do
lot
it.
of turret damage.
I feel like they're
Gnar
getting
might be
more
caught out a little
cocky.
bit here. Nocturne ulting in, Gnar just kiting him around. It looks like he's going to turn into Mega Gnar soon. Chasing down the Lee Sin while Jarvan is caught in the middle of everyone. Uses the Cataclysm to lock him up. LeBlanc lands her chain on Sona. Lee Sin lands his Q on Sona. He goes in. Sona flashes away. He ults the Orianna to freedom, saying, "Get away from this fight. I don't want you to die again." And a fight going in favor. Oh, Novak cleaning up Sona on the backside of that with a distortion and ult, chaining down the Gnar. Using the Lucian using the culling on the Gnar as well, but he's just not taking the damage. Really tanky. Diana getting caught out a little bit, taking a little bit of damage, and this fight is just so chaotic. Lucian going in, uses his Yomu's Ghostblade, tries to get a little bit of damage off on Gnar, but starts to kite back. Nocturne trying to chase in a little bit, shielded by Orianna. Looks like he might get the fear off on LeBlanc, which gives him that ridiculous move speed buff, but he is just getting kited so hard. And at this point, Jarvan's already back alive, teleporting in. Does not land the EQ combo, but does land a slow there. Gnar misses his jump, and LeBlanc jumps over the wall, goes back over the wall, lands a great chain on Gnar, who just randomly turned into Super Gnar on my screen. And Nocturne was picked up on the backside of that from Jarvan, so another ridiculous fight that ended up somehow in a 2 for 1?
No, 2v2 because Jarvan died earlier.
Oh yes, Jarvan died earlier. I forgot. The fight lasted so long that Jarvan died, respawned, and died, or came back in for a kill.
It looks like Villanova is starting to come back in gold. Seems like they're taking advantage of WAG's cockiness here and picking up kills here and there to help come back.
Yep, Dragon number 3 going in favor of WAG. So, I don't know. I think we're beating a dead horse here talking about how they can come back into it.
Yeah, but they already are a little bit. There's only like a 9k gold difference in comparison to the 15k gold difference there was a couple minutes ago.
That's true, but I don't know if that's more in favor of them playing better or, ooh, Lucian going in a little bit. Jarvan lands a nice EQ, Cataclysm, locking up 3 people. I think they were trying to focus the Lee Sin there, who did manage to escape with his life. Orianna was not there, sadly, so couldn't quite get that kill. Gnar jumping in, though. Lucian not scared, kicking Orianna away as she tries to use her ult, and they managed to give a kill over to LeBlanc on that one. Gnar is not afraid, though. Turns into Super Gnar. LeBlanc jumps in on Nocturne and ignites him. Looks like he's going to die to the ignite. Gnar is still chasing the Janna, and I don't know what the hell he's aiming at. And now he finds LeBlanc and Lucian, who are probably just going to cut him around. His Super Gnar is about to change. Nice dodge of the rock there. Graves is there to help him out, but LeBlanc jumps in, uses her ult to back off cooldown, chains the Graves, locks him up. He gets exhausted, and he is dead to Lucian.
That was a really chaotic and exhausting fight yet again. Glass of water there, Ashes?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a little drink on this one. You can talk about how them are killing a turret or whatever the hell they're doing.
So, we got a message that their top laner messaged you that they didn't know how to take out minions. It seems like they're finally being able to get together and start taking those objectives, getting that second turret, mid and bottom. It looks like they're Lucian gets caught
Nocturne
up.
ulting in, and Orianna uses her ult. She had the ball on Nocturne, so it picked up 2 people, but Jarvan Cataclysm trapping in Nocturne, and it looks like he's going to be able to pick up that kill. Lee Sin is just the bravest man on this game, on this Summoner's Rift, and jumps in, sadly, to his death, and that was a trade in favor of the team formerly known as Villanova.
Yeah, it seems like they were able to catch them out, so definitely a good thing for them.
Apparently my beating a dead horse comment was appreciated. Alright, so where are we at? We've got a fed Lucian, we've got a fed Jarvan, and a fed LeBlanc versus 5 people who are all negative.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're gonna... They really need to get some dragons. I think if they can get 1 dragon, Jarvan not trying to give me a break here. Looks like he's going to be fighting this Gnar. Gnar kiting him away a little bit, and Jarvan decides to disengage. He jumps back in with the EQ after Gnar already used his jump, using the Hydra to heal up a little bit, and he's just going to have the damage to beat out Gnar. Meanwhile, bot lane, Janna and LeBlanc fighting down the Orianna and the Graves. LeBlanc gets chunked low. She has to use her passive, or she didn't have to, but she's forced to. And, lands a nice chain on the Orianna, gets knocked up by Janna Tornado, and then Janna actually slows the minion, because screw that minion. Orianna flashes in, but just to her death because Lucian was there, and dies to a culling from Lucian. Lee Sin trying to go on the Graves, but does not land it. And LeBlanc picks up a little bit of a blue buff, and we're done.
Yeah, as
We're
you were
done with
saying
bot
earlier,
lane.
I think that Villanova could definitely benefit for a dragon. That would give them 8% more attack damage and ability power, so that would definitely help them in these fights and maybe give them a little bit extra damage if they need to finish off people from WAG.
Yeah, I think we're definitely seeing the gold difference here, kind of playing in on the massive item difference. You know,
Yes.
Jarvan just kind of manhandled Gnar top, and that usually shouldn't happen.
Yeah, Gnar is a pretty tanky beast.
Oh, hold on, Jarvan going in with a nice EQ. Cataclysm takes down the Sona. She just got deleted. LeBlanc jumping in, not afraid at all, using her distortion and her ultimate to put a little chip damage onto the Graves and Nocturne. Gnar turning into Super Gnar. Jarvan with a beautiful, and by beautiful I mean awful, EQ combo. Gnar ults Lee Sin against the wall, manages to pick up a kill there. Orianna lands a nice two-man ultimate on Janna. I don't even know what just happened to the Orianna.
She just got deleted by Lucian.
Oh, Lucian is not afraid, pulling an Ecto. Nocturne ults in, trying to lock up the Lucian a little bit, but he is getting kited. The fear goes down onto Lucian, and Nocturne picks up the kill. Will he be able to pick up the kill on LeBlanc? He does. There is a low Jarvan and Janna on that turret, though. Can he? Oh, nope, Jarvan going in. He is not afraid. Nocturne uses the fear, uses the spell shield, and gets crucibled by Sona, so he's going to get away. Sona flashing in, using her ultimate and her Hymn of Valor, trying to kite away a little bit with her Frost Queen claim, and Jarvan is just playing with her at this point. Surprise birthday party, Gnar jumps in, and Sona still manages to get the kill, so very greedy on the side of WAG, but hilarious.
Yeah, it seems like their greed is just taking over, and they're just having a little bit of fun with this rather than taking it serious and trying to push down that mid turret, which I feel like would have been a little bit smart for play to get that objective.
Yeah, but why win the game when we can dominate the game?
Yeah, that is a very good point. I mean, it's always more fun that way, right?
I think at this point, WAG is no longer trying to end the game. I think they're trying to make the other team uninstall.
I don't think it's quite that bad.
Knowing
Villanova
the players that I know on WAG, I would say that's their goal.
Uh-oh, it looks like I'm out of auto direct.
LeBlanc jumping in a little bit, putting a little bit of harass down on Sona, but that should just be healed up. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. The fourth dragon of the game has spawned, so we'll see if Villanova can pick this one up and get themselves back in this a little bit.
I don't know. It looks like that WAG is gonna be able to take it. And
Yeah,
Villanova.
a lot of cooldowns being used by WAG, but Lee Sin does land the smite in a great 5-man Janna tornado. Looks like Villanova is just a little bit too late to the party, and they might be forcing some. Oh man, the Jarvan TP going in. Janna lands a nice tornado. Gnar goes into Super Gnar, throws Lee Sin against the wall, locks him up. The Graves all goes down. Meanwhile, Jarvan goes on the back line and absolutely eliminates Orianna, and Gnar just not tanky enough to take on that front line. Sona gets picked up somewhere in the back lane by the Jarvan as well. LeBlanc is chasing down with Jarvan, the Graves, and the Nocturne got chased down by the other three.
Looks like Villanova agrees to surrender.
Yeah, I think that was the right move from them. I think at that point they were honestly just a little bit too far behind, and by a little bit I mean way too much. And GG to both teams though.
Yeah, I mean at the end there was a 14k gold difference, and it definitely showed in the team fight play. So.
Yeah, 100% showed in team fight play. That game was definitely going in favor of WAG. And, at some point, you just have to realize that the game is lost and, start seeing what you can do to come back and, what you can work on based off that. So, we'll see if they can show up next week. We always appreciate Villanova. They're our first champions, and they always make this a lot of fun. So hopefully they'll be back next week, and they can learn from this loss and do work.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see you guys next week. So we'll be here for a solo queue tournament, actually.
Wait.
So
Best of 3?
what?
Is this the finals?
Yeah, this is the finals, but it was scheduled for best of 1.
Why is this?
Change it?
I didn't know this was the best. I didn't know this was the finals.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
Well, that's awkward.
So hopefully they can come back for this next game instead of next week. And
but Mythbrain, you kind of screwed with us though. It says on the brackets that it's best of 1. You need to change that.
yeah, I honestly have no idea what's going on anymore.
Okay, Mythbrain, can you? Are we gonna take a break for this game, or are we just gonna go right back into it? I'll take that as we're going right back into it.
All right, we're going right back into it. So
Unfortunately, that does not leave a potty break for my very small bladder.
that's all right. If you need to use the restroom, I can solo cast for a little while.
Oh, I feel so special. Thank you.
I'm holding Tibbers, so he and I have this.
Yeah, one of the downsides of being a girl, you don't have very big bladder capacity. Oh, it says the game is full. I guess you do not want me to cast this one. Okay, let's try this again.
All right, so we're just waiting for the players to get into the right LCS order, and then we'll be able to start this game up and get into that ever so exciting champ select that I love casting, that I love planning ahead and knowing days in advance that I'm casting.
Oh yeah, you just got put on this right on the spot, didn't you? Forgot
Yeah,
about
so
that.
much fun. You know, I might have to agree with you on that small bladder thing. I am feeling the urge to submerge, so we'll see. We'll see if I can actually make it through this champ select without wetting the chair.
I think that's a point to Mithrin that we need a small break.
That's all right. As casters, we can do this. We'll alternate. Like we'll do it like a tag team championship kind of thing. You go, and then I'll cast, and then you come back, and you cast, and I'll go.
It says we're allowed to take a break when it's a 3-minute delay, so
Okay.
that should be a good compromise.
So apparently the quote of the night, according to one of the viewers, is I said, "This Jarvan seems to have had enough damage to beat off this Gnar."
Good job. We're both great at English, aren't we?
So yeah. I mean it is true though. He did force away that Gnar. Oh god, my life.
Seems like there's a targeted ban against WAG with that Lee Sin first ban.
Just got an unexpected platform error. So that's a thing.
Well, Urgot was then again banned by WAG just so that their sub does not pick him again. How funny is that? And Ash is banned too.
Yeah, at first I thought they were going to be banning something funny, like directed at me, but looks like they're no fun. They don't like honoring me.
I don't know. I feel like that if they ban Annie, you'd kind of cry a little bit on the inside. So who knows? Maybe they'll pick her, and then you'll be a little bit happy, right? You'll know how much you love Annie. I think
Of course, if they pick up, wait, what were we gonna say?
I said I think Ash has died. Oh no, I
No,
can.
I was talking in the chat. Oh God, please don't pick up Garen. I honestly, at this point, the professionalism is gone. This team is just sucking it out of me. If they pick Garen, oh man. And that's the thing, they had such a strong win in the first game that I feel like they have the ability to maybe bring out a comp that they've been practicing on the down low, something with a Garen. Hell, they could have even played the Urgot.
Yeah, so I guess they decided to spin to win this game.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta win now.
Yep. So we saw Zen earlier in this tournament with Nafals of Love picking it up. It was actually pretty strong and carried in that game. So how do you think Zen in this new jungle does?
Zen is actually a really but top tier jungler. He doesn't see a lot of face in competitive play just because he's easy to predict and he's kind of one dimensional. He goes in and he doesn't come back. But sorry, I was interrupted. The top laner from WAG messaged me saying they thought I'd swap off of it for Demacia. For Demacia, indeed. But, Xin Zhao is a really strong jungler because he can sustain so well with his passive, and he just stays healthy throughout the whole jungle. So he's sort of like a Warwick in that sense. And then he has, the strong early gank potential, kind of like Lee Sin and Jarvan. The only problem is, like I said earlier, his engage is all he has. He has no I mean, he sort of has disengage with his ult, I guess. But if he jumps in with his audacious charge, his E, then he has no way to get back out. So
Yeah,
he's
that
kind
is a
of
very
like
good point.
go in or go home.
So what do you think Mundo's gonna stay in the jungle, or do you think that Mundo and Jarvan are gonna swap?
I imagine Mundo and Jarvan are going to trade. I think they wanted to get Jarvan away from WAG, so they picked it up
Yeah,
early.
it was definitely very strong for WAG last game.
Oh God, sorry about that.
Banners.
Italy. I don't. I mean, I covered my mouth. Italy.
Oh
Quinn.
no! Look at that troll pick. I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
let's see if the sub actually decides to play seriously or trolls WAG again. I mean, his name is Fideli, so
We do have an Insta-lock Alistar, so
we'll see what happens. Oh, okay.
Alistar Ezreal? Not a bad lane.
No, but I haven't seen it played a whole lot either.
Yeah, I haven't seen that real combination. I've seen a lot of Alistar Corki, but
Yeah.
not so much Alistar Ezreal.
So how do you think Ezreal plays against Vayne?
Well, Vayne Nami is going to get outranged by Ezreal, and they can get poked by Ezreal. Both lanes have sustain. Alistar has better, engage, I suppose, because Nami bubbles are a little bit harder to hit, whereas Alistar just has to, be near you or be within range to headbutt you. It depends on if Alistar can land the headbutt pulverize, which DJ is a pretty talented player mechanically, so I imagine he will be pretty good at that combination, though I hope he fails it just to give me
Just
something
so he can
entertaining.
get a chuckle.
Exactly. So I think that lane would go in favor of the Ezreal Alistar, but you can't really count out Vayne because she's one of those champions that will just farm up, and if you don't end the game quick enough, then you have a Vayne getting pentakills, and you're like, man, how did this happen?
Yeah, so
Plus,
see. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Garen can be kited around by Vayne pretty easily, so.
Yeah, especially with her stun.
Oh, please give it. Oh, baby, it's a Vigar. I love Vigar. Vigar is like one of the most fun mid champions to play because it doesn't matter how well you do against him. As soon as he gets a DFG, he can 100 to 0 anyone, and it's just ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous, especially if he successfully farms his Q. He can be like 0-0-0, and then you just see him completely farm up his Q, and then he's just able to 0 to 100 most any squishy on the map.
So we'll be interesting to see if he can, do well against this Cassiopeia. I feel like Cassiopeia would sort of win that matchup a little bit just because she can harass him out early.
Yeah, she can do that, but at the same time, he also has that ridiculously strong OP stun. So,
That is true.
yeah, when she has a much longer cooldown on her stun of an ult. So,
Okay, so we're going to take a little break while they're loading in the game, and then we'll be back with more action on this week's Ignition Gaming Weekly Brawl.
see you in 3 minutes.
And I think we are back. Of course. We are back. That is what I'm told by our studio director here at Ignition Gaming. And with me is the wonderful Allie Monster. How are you, Allie?
Hello. How was your break? I'm doing pretty well myself.
I'm good. I grabbed a little potty break, grabbed a little chili and cheese wheat thins. Great flavor, by the way, if you haven't tried them.
Oh,
And
it's are
grabbed
we
my
gonna
stuffed bear Tibbers.
are you gonna be hearing all that crunching throughout the casting this time?
No, I'm actually not going to eat while we're watching, but as soon as this tournament's over, I'm gonna chow down.
Well, I'm very jealous. You should definitely mail me some.
No, they're mine.
Oh, that's
They're
so
all they're all
unfortunate.
the mines. I'll share, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not mailing them. That's too much money.
So I think that this should be an interesting lane bot. You have two supports with a good amount of sustain, so it. But however, Alistar is tankier.
Yeah, Alistar is a little bit tankier, and like we were saying earlier, his engage is a little bit easier to land, so it'll all depend on if we actually load in the game or not, because I'm seeing a bunch of names and no people. Alright,
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Everybody's 100% loaded on my end, so it looks like we're waiting on you.
Wait, what? I'm in game.
You are in game. I am not in game. This is awkward.
Yeah, waiting on me, my ass.
There we are. I'm now in game, so I think
Alright.
everything is going really well.
Apparently the game is saying that... Okay. So, looks like kind of standard across the board except Garen not wanting to buy items.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little bit of slow poke. Maybe he's taking an extra long potty break. So.
Slowpoke like the Pokemon.
So it looks like Villanova might be preparing for an invade, knowing Wag's aggressive play last game. Or are they invading?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh yeah, we see a little bit of aggressive play coming in from Villanova here. Looks like they're going to be getting down some deep vision, and no wards though. So
looks like they're going for the red though. This should be very interesting.
yeah, they're trading sides, except one is grouped up as 5 and the other one is grouped up as 4 because Garen ain't given no cares.
Like they're ashes. There's kids watching. Watch your tongue.
Yeah, I heard EXO was in the stream, so I have to keep PG.
Yeah.
So, oh, ooh, we might have a little bit of a level 1. Ooh.
Uh-oh, this should be exciting.
Ezreal landed some Q damage, Vayne landed some auto attacks, the Jarvan E goes down, a nice bubble that misses. Vayne kiting away a little bit, Mondo comes in from the backside, like, what's up guys, I go where I please. A nice flash pulverize from Alistar. He's getting taken a little bit low, Vayne gets exhausted, but she is given the first blood. Here comes Garen spinning and winning right in the middle of the action. The Xin Zhao gets exhausted, Garen has to flash away, Vigar, oh no, bearded in the middle of the danger. Mundo picks up the kill with a nice cleaver, and Villanova starting off with a 2-kill lead.
Yeah, that definitely puts them ahead with already a 1k gold lead 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
so
I mean, that's exactly what they needed coming into this game after a stop like last game, you know. What a great morale boost.
Yeah, it seems like it's definitely going to be in their favor for bot lane because Vayne has a kill and an assist on Ezreal, and that will give her a definite gold advantage against him.
Exactly, and you know, Vayne kind of needs that early start to get her going, and she hits level 2 first. She has the gold in her pocket that as soon as she gets back, she can, you know, actually turn that into relative gold, and I think she's going to have a pretty easy lane based off that. It's going to take some serious outplaying and some serious poking just like that for Ezreal to come back into this one.
Overall, though, it is looking pretty good for her. She already has a slight farm lead on Ezreal, too.
Yeah, she does, and EXO wants to be called King Nodhog from now on, so...
Oh, okay. Let's see if that actually happens for him. Probably not.
Nami missing a little bit of a bubble. Come on, helping, you're better than that. Oh, Vayne jumping in, gets pulverized by Alistar, and is taken really low. She needs to be careful. That Ezreal's landing a lot of damage. Ezreal ease in. Vayne has to heal. Nami bubble misses, and the Nami heals a little bit too late. Ezreal's not done there, though. Nami is now the focus. Alistar uses heal. A teleport is coming in, though. And will it be able to turn this around? A great pulverize from Alistar. The flash cleaver misses. The heal comes out for Nami, and she is able to pick up the kill. And another missed bubble, sadly. Mundo takes a couple more turret shots just to flex those muscles, because he goes where he pleases.
That is definitely true. It looks like Ezreal, though, is able to catch up a little bit to Vayne by picking up that kill.
Yeah, so much for that Vayne's early lead. Oh, Vigar comes down bot lane. Looks like he is bubbled, but he manages to land on the stun on Nami before she gets away. He lands a Q, 2 auto attacks, not quite enough to clean that one up though, and Nami walks away safely.
Ah.
Getting messaged.
Oh no, how distracting. So if you look, Cassiopeia is able to zone Vigar out from getting in from lane, and Xin Zhao comes up behind her, and auto direct camera is failing.
Yeah, Cassiopeia had to flash away a little bit there. Xin Zhao flashes in after her, but Vayne's there to help back her up. Vayne going in, not done yet, wants to pick up some of these kills, wants his lead back, is still chasing. Cassiopeia lands the Q onto the Vigar. Xin Zhao kind of waiting in the back. Oh, Vigar puts them in his stun, but picks up a kill on Cassiopeia, and he does knock up the Vayne. And Ezreal is there to clean up, and this is just the most ridiculous early game I've watched in a while. It's already 5-3, 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to pick up 2 kills on the side of Villanova Wildcats, but Ezreal was able to clean up that Vayne, giving him, picking up that extra gold that Vayne picked up from that trade.
And Ezreal now has red buff, so he's able to bully helping a little bit, landing his Q, landing some auto attacks, and kind of pushing her out of the lane a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be annoying bottom with having that red buff.
Meanwhile, Garen is just chilling out top lane, maxing and relaxing, acting all cool.
Yeah, it looks like Garen definitely has a farm lead on Mundo. I think it's because Mundo teleported bot and participated in that fight down there that he was able to get up on farm on Mundo.
Yeah, that's 100% for sure. You know, Garen is just kind of having fun, farming out top lane. He also didn't have teleport to follow up on that, so I think during that level 1 fight he might have teleported in. I didn't quite see it because, you know, directed camera is awesome, but you know, here we are. We see his teleport on cooldown. We haven't seen him use it yet, and it looks like it would about match up with that kind of timing. So we do see Xin Zhao coming in for a gank in the bot lane. He does audacious charge onto Nami. It lands a great knockup, but Nami lands a good bubble, but Ezreal is still able to pick up the kill, and then also lands some harass on this Vayne. She needs to just back out. And great 1-for-0 trade on the bot lane, giving another kill in favor of Ezreal, who's now 3-2 on this Vayne.
So that is sorry. So I was getting messages. I was worried that it was important. So
That's alright.
Ashes here.
Veigar's getting ganked mid, but he might get away. Xin Zhao is going in. Come on, directed camera, help me out here. Jarvan lands a good knockup, and Xin Zhao is taken out, and now Veigar is on the run. Garen does teleport in. He's ready to fight. He's level 6. Veigar getting chased down. The poison's so big for Cassiopeia, but she just gets deleted by the Garen. A nice headbutt pulverize coming in from the Alistar, and Spin the Wind is gonna maybe take out. Yep, takes out the Jarvan. Nowhere for him to go. And a good teleport from Moriatis on Garen.
It seems like this game, the laning phase was skipped, and everybody just decided to roam around the map instead of staying in the respective places. It does make for an interesting game, but as you can see, the farm for each lane is kind of low for 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game.
Sorry, I was reading an announcement that Curse has actually chosen a mid laner to pick up for their new team.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they are picking up Miso, who used to play for the Jin Air Greenwing Falcons. So he's been actually playing in NA for a little while on that team Dragon Knights, one of the challenger teams. And now he's going to be changing his name to Phoenix and playing for Curse. So pretty cool for Curse.
Congratulations to him and Curse.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so where are we in this game?
Just more roaming, not a lot of people in their lanes that they're supposed to be. Nami was warding. Blue buff's getting picked up by mid on the side of Wag.
On the side of Wag. Alright, looks like Xin Zhao's going to be going in for a gank bot lane. It looks like he is pinged and spotted out by a ward, so no gank success for him right now. I'm sorry, not Jarvan. Garen already has his first part of his Hydra. Ooh, looks like Cassiopeia went a little deep onto the Veigar, but was not able to pick up a kill there. Took a couple turret shots and given another kill over to this Veigar, or actually his first kill, sorry, over to Veigar, and that'll give him a chance to kind of catch up and farm an XP, and it looks like Xin Zhao's going to help him push out that lane. Yeah,
it seems like they're very close in gold. However, Veigar still is a little bit behind Cassiopeia due to the slight farm difference and the kill difference, 1 kill difference.
Yeah, definitely. And saw Alistar going for a little bit of headbutt pulverize combo. Ooh, we see a big fight going in between Garen and Mundo. Which tank will win? It looks like Garen's kiting him around the minions really well and not letting any cleavers land.
Yeah, it seems like Garen has already finished an item against Mundo when Mundo has been picking up something probably a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, Garen already has his Tiamat, and it looks like Xin Zhao is ready for the dive, but Jarvan is here, so I don't know if this is actually going to work out. Jarvan, oh, good pickup. Xin Zhao tried to audacious charge in and knock out the Mundo towards the Garen, but it just didn't work out that way, and it took a couple too many turret shots. Ooh, and Ezreal all coming in. Will it? No, just barely misses the Mundo, and Mundo is going to live to see another day. Cassiopeia is stealing the red buff. Very brave of this Cassiopeia to go in there and take that red, but she did just see Zinzal die, so also a smart tactical move.
Okay, so if you look at the gold differences down the map, it seems like universally the gold seems to be pretty even between the two teams. However, it seems like there's definitely a difference in top in the favor of WAG, along with bottom actually has. Oh no, I misread that. It seems like Vayne still does have a gold lead off of Ezreal due to the 10 farm difference.
Yeah, Vayne is also already rocking her Blade of the Rune King, so she is going to have a lot of damage going in. We see a little bit of a fight happening top lane. Garen giving that spin to win, but not much damage going down on Mundo as he just kind of chases Garen out of lane. I think Garen's going to struggle in that top lane now.
Yeah, it already looks like WAG is starting to come back from the
Veigar stunning up the Cassiopeia and landed a nice stun. Oh, a great flash headbutt pulverize coming in, and the Veigar, great alt Q, just completely deleting that Cassiopeia. And that's where we see, Veigar's strengths against AP casters mid coming into play.
Yeah, so she definitely tried to give a last-ditch effort for ult there, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to stop the gank.
We have a little bit of aggressive bot lane, but Zinzal is here to help out the Ezreal. Vayne does have to use her ult, but Zinzal still goes in. She does use her Blade of the Rune King. Zinzal ult whiffs completely, and Vayne is doing a good job of kiting, and then she stops attack moving, but here comes Veigar, the bearded wonder, coming in to try to pick up a kill. Nami, nice bubble and flash to get away, and Alistar, meanwhile, is distracting the Jarvan, making sure he can't do anything. Zinzal's kind of hanging out a little bit too long, though.
Looks like that WAG's going to get their second turret. It looks like Villanova's not going to be able to do... Oh, it looks like they're backing out. I take that back.
Yeah, it was a little bit risky for them to stay, and I think they recognize that, so they're just going to be safe. They got a turret, might as well just back out and keep pushing their lead slowly. Isn't that right, Tibbers?
That Tibbers plushie is ridiculously cute. We should link it in the stream after this game just to help advertise for Riot's new shop.
Nah, they're not paying me.
Well, but
if they were paying me, or if they gave me a free Tibbers, like a second Tibbers. That way I could double fist Tibbers. Oh god, that sounded wrong, I'm so sorry.
Why would you do
That's
that?
illegal in Europe now. Alright, so
oh
a
my
little
god,
bit of
the middle images.
A little bit of harass going down bot lane. Vayne is just not having a good time chasing these Oh my god, I can't talk, but Jarvan Cataclysm around the Garen, keeping him trapped in so he can't do anything. It looks like Cassiopeia tried to use her ult and managed to get away because of that. Alistar on the hunt for some fish tonight. He does headbutt her, but doesn't manage to land a pulverized. Garen ult is not able to execute the Cassiopeia, and it looks like a free turret going down for the mid lane. Mundo's just standing there taking damage, and so is Zinzal. Great knockup. And then the Veigar stun comes in. Will his meteor be able to hit? No, it does not. Veigar flashes forward, lands one more ultimate, and manages to pick up a kill there on the tanky beast that is Mundo.
Yeah, that was very clean. Very good cleanup by Veigar in mid lane.
Yeah, great job by Veigar, and great job by the entire team there, managing to collapse together and be on the same page. They're not as ahead this game, so they really have to still try hard for a little bit before they can start goofing off. And it looks like they're giving a little bit more respect to their opponents. Their opponents do have 8 kills this time. That's more than they had, up until like 20 minutes into the last game.
Yeah.
What is that recall animation?
OP one, right?
Yeah, right? Nami Bubble trying to be a little bit of a jerk and is to the Alistar. Meanwhile, blue buff is going over to Veigar, and Ezreal looks like he's going to have free range to take down this bot turrets. So they're going to have a 3 turret lead over top of Villanova. Oh, I lied. Jarvan coming in, misses the EQ combo. Ezreal trying to kite away a little bit. Nami uses her tidal wave, and it does knock up Ezreal. Great bubble follows up. Ezreal uses his ult, and Jarvan has barely enough damage to take out Ezreal, giving a kill in favor of Villanova.
Yeah, that is. It's now 9-9 in the kills, and there is a slight gold lead. Well, a little bit. Oh no, I misread that. I thought that said 21.9 to 21. 22.6. However, it is 21 to 22.7. Basically, long story short, WAG does have a slight gold lead on Villanova Wildcats as they catch back up from their early game trades.
They should change their team name to Super Warriors, whatever it is, Warriors Anonymous Gaming Network. That way it's swag.
Yeah, they should soon change its flag. That would be a
Mundo is
little bit-
not happy that his pig's getting taken down, and we have a nice roam coming up to Cassiopeia, but Moriatis is just a little bit too conscious and aware and is ready to run away. So Vigar is ready to go in, and he is pinged out on the ping ward, so are they going to get that ward? Vigar looks like he's taking it over there on the side, so they will get it. Meanwhile, they are invading the red buff. Zinzao is doing work on it. Vayne trying to come in a little bit, harass them down a little bit, but oh, a nice flash audacious charge coming in from Zinzao. He uses self, Blade of the Ring King used by Vayne. She does halt. She's starting to kite away. We have a teleport coming in from Mundo. Meanwhile, top lane, Vigar gets caught in the middle of everyone, and the Cataclysm and Exhaust is used to pick up a kill there. And Vayne is just down here 1v3, oh, maybe 2v3 now, and forcing them away a little bit, though they do get a tower out of this. Oh, but Zinzao's not done. He's going back in. He's going in on the Vayne. A nice Ezreal lands. Vayne has to use her heal to run away. The knock up and knock back is used on the Mundo, and he is just in a tough spot now. Another kill picked up for the swag team.
Yeah, that's a nice kill secured by their support Alistar Sen.
Of course. Alistars need love too.
Yes.
Alistar wants more. And another turret going down in favor of WAG. And here we see that snowball. Oh, maybe not. We have a mid turret going down, giving them a little bit more control. And Garen's top on our mini map, having a free fun time. Are you okay? Please don't die.
My apologies, I don't have a mute button.
That's alright. This is why we don't smoke to everyone who's in the stream chat. So, yeah, Garen manages to take down a second tier 2 turret top. And, I guess not a second tier 2 turret, but a second tier turret. And, you know, now we have 5 turrets to 2 and a 4k gold lead going in favor of WAG. So are we starting to see that snowball we saw last game?
I think so. If you, oh no, my item thing disappeared. I clicked out of it when I was talking.
Hit tab.
Tab. Okay, hitting tab. As we can see, I feel like there's an item difference that is definitely in favor of WAG. I mean, if you look at Ezreal versus Vayne, yes, Vayne has completed her Blade of the Ring King. However, Ezreal has a Man Immune and a Sheen and a Brutalizer on Vayne's Blade of the Ring King, giving him more damage in fights and able to pick up more kills than her, leading to a snowball effect.
Oh man, this Vayne's in a tough spot. She does get caught out by Vigar. Great combination from Vigar and Alistar managing to pick up that kill. Sadly, Ezreal didn't quite manage to pick up a kill or an assist, but A for effort. Oh, and here comes Garen out of nowhere. Great Cassiopeia all, and the Vigar all didn't quite land, but doesn't matter. Garen has Flash Ultimate and picks up the kill in Cassiopeia anyways, and another just free trade. It's just, they don't have any control in their jungle right now, and I think they really need to focus on that.
Yeah.
The Garen swag dance.
Yeah, if you see the pinks throughout the map there, I mean, they're definitely trying to keep control of vision, but if you look in the jungle, it seems like WAG definitely has a good amount of wards in the bottom half of the jungle, giving them that vision control that they need to keep on picking off the champion, as we have seen.
Yeah, exactly, and we have WAG here starting the third tier 2 turret siege. A nice Vigar stun going down, but doesn't quite hit anyone. Oh, a great knockup from Jarvan. Goes in on the Vigar, lands his Cataclysm, and Mundo flashes in. Vigar still alive, but manages to die now. Mundo chasing down the Ezreal. Alistar lands a nice pulverize to knock him up. It doesn't matter. Ezreal gets knocked up by Jarvan, gets almost condemned against one. Vayne picks up a double kill in that fight. So a great engage from whatever that team is, Villanova, and
Formerly known as Villanova Wildcats.
Formerly known, yeah. And where can they go from here? Oh, we have a Zinzao waiting in the mist. Will he pick someone off? He's ready for it. Oh, he starts in on Vayne, lands a great ult. He does get condemned against the wall and Nami bubbled. Will they keep chasing this? Cassiopeia trying to do as much damage as she can. Lands a great ult. It's already back off cooldown. And Jarvan comes in and just looks at Zinzao and picks up the kill. So, not sure about that one. Probably could have gone to Cassiopeia, but you know,
No, kill
Jarvan needs love
securing,
too.
right?
Yeah, exactly. helping is sort of known for taking kills on that team, so better Jarvan than helping.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, he's helping, right? He's just helping, kill securing. What is this thing called? Non-existent. Or,
Exactly.
kill stealing. Excuse me. If you look at the gold difference again, still about 2K difference in the favor of WAG. It looks like they're setting up for a dragon right now. So, will they be able to get another dragon? I think that WAG already got a dragon. I guess they already do have one.
Yeah, there is one dragon in favor of WAG right now, so they do have that bonus damage. This would be the first dragon going for in the whole series to the Villanova team, and they do manage to pick it up. Looks like we had a fight going in. Nami uses her tidal wave, knocks down the Vigar. He does throw a stunt down. Vayne ults in and gets crucibled. She does get picked up on the backside by Ezreal. Meanwhile, Garen is going in on Mundo. The focus is on Mundo right now. He gets picked up by Ezreal. That's a double kill for Ezreal. Nami trying to run away. Audacious charge from Xin Zhao going in. A great knock-up bubble from Nami, but she is taken down as well, and now the chase is on for Cassiopeia. Great ultimate locking down, but she is exhausted just on the bare end of that, on the Tibbers end of that. The spin to win going down a little bit of damage. I don't know if they'll be able to catch her though, and they might just rotate towards mid. Doesn't look like Garen's discouraged though. He is going deep for this one. Oh, the Q did so much damage, but it doesn't matter. The turret does more, and that is a dead Garen.
Poor Garen. Do you think 3 kills for that dragon was worth it for Villanova? Or 3
No.
deaths, I mean.
I do not. I think that the dragon gave them stats, yes, but the gold that went more in favor of Swag is just too much at this point.
Well, I mean, it was 3 for 1 at the very end just because it died. Garen getting a little bit cocky and thinking he could take Cassio down. Oh.
Oh,
It looks
great
like
engage.
Vayne
Sorry,
got
going in. An
booted.
EQ going in from Jarvan. Uses Cataclysm, picks off the Vigar, but this Ezreal's so strong right now. That damage is just chunking the Nami, and they have to back out a little bit after that.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Ezreal is going to be able to continue to pick up more kills just because he has more finished items than Vayne does, giving
Here
him more
comes
damage.
Mundo, ulting in. The Jarvan EQ missed, but they do land it slow on Ezreal. Great bubble stopping the Xin Zhao in his track. Ezreal is going down, though. The Mundo damage is too much, and now the target's on Xin Zhao. Nice EQ, but it misses. Xin Zhao used the pink ward and Audacious Charge to get over that wall to the chickens, and he's out of there.
Yeah, unlike last game, it seems like WAG is doing a much better job of securing objectives. They have 3 towers more than Villanova, so it seems like they'll be able to push and get those towers in comparison to the last game where I kind of felt like they were stalling it and just having fun with their lead advantage.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. This game is a little bit closer. They have to play a little bit more serious, and that means they're going to have to start taking those objectives, and they did just that. Sadly, they lost the second dragon over to Villanova, but they did manage to pick up some kills off the back of that, and they have almost all the outer turrets left, so soon they're going to have so much map control that maybe the closeness of the game won't matter just due to the vision control that they'll be able to take, though. It looks like Villanova has been doing a good job of keeping vision in their bottom jungle.
Yeah, earlier before it was... Oh.
Garen's going in a little bit, tries to do a flash Q ult, but it doesn't quite do enough damage. I don't know if he'll be able to catch the Jarvan. It looks... Oh, the rando and slow was just enough to stop him. And here comes Vayne ulting in, tries to get him to Garen into the wall. Doesn't quite hit. The Nami bubble misses, but it doesn't matter. The Vayne damage is too much, and that's a dead Garen.
Poor Garen. Seems like the gold difference is still about the same as before. I mean, there is just about a 2.5k difference, I think. Let's see, math well enough.
Great Vigar Sun locking up 2 people. Cassiopeia uses her ult, only lands it on Xin Zhao though. He is bubbled, he uses his ult to knock back a bunch of people. Vigar has also picked up Mundo, is just on a rampage here. Alistar is condemned to the wall, great condemn from Vayne. Locked up, killed, and that's another great 4 kills. Well, 3 kills, Garen died earlier, for Villanova, and they're starting to make a case for themselves. They're coming back in this.
Yeah, I feel like they're starting to communicate better. I mean, they are pushing down that second tier mid tower, and that's definitely going to be great for them for universal gold and objectives. So, I think
Exactly,
they might have
and
a better chance
with
this
that
game than
tower,
last.
with that tower, they have 100 gold lead actually. For the first time in both games, they have a gold lead, and they're not done there. They're going for the inhibitor turret. Garen is not afraid, though, not intimidated, going in, using the spin to win, but is cleaned up on the backside of that. Ezreal does manage to get a kill, though. He might get a second one. Oh, some item was used. I don't even know. Oh, the Crucible was used, keeping Cassiopeia alive, and she picked up another kill on Ezreal, and Vigar is chasing. I don't think he'll be able to catch, though.
No, if he does manage to catch up, that Cassiopeia is for sure dead.
For shizzle. Any one of them is dead, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, Vigar is a little bit dead.
Oh, but they do manage to find the Vigar, catching him out, and Alistar is in just a rough spot there, and another double kill. I think that we can officially say they're throwing this game a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Villanova is actually having a gold lead now, where before they were definitely behind in gold. The game is definitely starting to lean back towards Villanova's favor. Unfortunately, they did not have that for most of the game, except very early on, due to great trades by them.
Yeah, exactly, and you know, now we're seeing that with that gold lead shift, it's almost like a momentum shift. You know, I think it's kind of shaking the foundations of this swag team, where now they're not as confident in themselves, and they're gonna have to play a little bit safer if they want to actually win this one, because they threw a massive gold lead just back into the faces of Villanova, and Villanova was really quick to capitalize on that. And we have dragons spawning soon, so here's another chance. This one's gonna be a big fight.
Yeah, it seems like they're definitely trying to get that vision control back. Yeah. Excuse me. But I think Ash has died.
Sorry, I didn't die. Alistar going in with a nice headbutt pulverize, but the teleport coming in. He does flash away. Mundo is there, though, and Mundo is just a terror to be reckoned with, and picks up the kill, actually given to Jarvan, so another kill, but Garen is on the inhibitor turret in that top lane. Ezreal having to kite away from this Mundo. A nice flash off of Cassiopeia, but not quite enough. Actually, I lied. It is enough. It's more than enough, and it picks up a kill on Vigar. Ezreal's still running from his life, and this Mundo is just chasing. This Mundo is just chasing him down. Not afraid, but Garen top lane. Oh man, this Garen.
It seems like Garen knows what's up with the objective, so
dodging almost all the skill shots. Oh, the Jarvan ult doesn't keep him away from it. Great job from Garen managing to pick up that inhibitor, even though, what was that, a dragon went towards Vayne? I couldn't see what that was. Oh.
I missed it. I was too busy being awed at the fact that he was able to last so long against 3 people and successfully open the gates.
The gates to hell. Oh, but it does look like Villanova is going to be trying a little bit of a cheeky Baron here. They don't have much vision in the area. They don't even have a pink on the Baron itself, so they do have 4 sweepers, so hopefully one of them is using the pit. Alistar is onto their games, though, and looks like they might go in for this one. Oh my god, Ezreal picks up the Baron with his ultimate, and Vayne is now pissed. She's going in, but she is getting knocked up by Alistar. Alistar gets knocked up. Vayne and Mundo, I'm sorry, not Vayne and Mundo, Jarvan and Mundo going on the back line, but Vayne just cleaned up by this Ezreal. He gets exhausted, and the Crucible goes down on Nami. A great headbutt pulverize. This Mundo is so big, though. They need to get him off that Ezreal. Meanwhile, Jarvan has now been caught out by the Xin Zhao, and that is an ace in favor of Swag. Another shift.
Yeah, 5-0. Oh, look at that Garen doing work
bot line. This Garen.
Gonna open the gates yet again. If you see top 2, it looks like there's a bunch of super minions coming in, about to do work on the top Nexus turret, so that's definitely gonna hurt.
Looks like they might be trying to end. I think that's a little bit risky.
To end? I think they're just trying to get as much towers down as possible. I mean, there's still 2 people down for Villanova, so.
So they picked up a Nexus turret and also a tier 2 mid turret that's been standing forever, but it looks like Jarvan is ready to fight. He's going in, misses, actually lands the EQ onto Alistar, but Alistar just headbutts him away. Get away from my Vigar, he says. And oh, a great stun coming out from Vigar, and he just blows up that Cassiopeia. I mean, what Cassiopeia? And Garen is still alive and still here.
Come on.
Will he get Oh, he
Oh
does
my
manage to
goodness.
get the Nexus turret. Meanwhile, the mid-tier inhibitor turret is going down. Vigor gets caught in the Jarvan Cataclysm, but it doesn't matter. Zinzal tries to audacity change art. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. Vigor throws down a stun, but he is getting chased. Vayne got locked up a little bit, but Alistar is going to be no match for her. She can just kite him around all day. Vigor running for his life. Camera, please show us. Yes, okay. Mundo and Jarvan are chasing down the Vigor. I don't think he's going to be able to get away from this one. There's another EQ. Jarvan does not have Cataclysm, remember, but he does have that slow. And there's the Mundo Cleaver, and that is the death of Vigor.
Yeah, it seems like I think they finally started to listen to their top lane about getting objectives. They're like, oh no, we're actually starting to lose this thing. Might as well just go ahead and go all in and just secure those objectives, get down those Nexus turrets and those inhibitors, and just push to win.
Yeah, and they're definitely doing that. You know, they have so much control. It doesn't even the Baron attempt was kind of like the throwing point. The fact that Ezreal stole that Baron was just massive swing of momentum, and it's just been a massive downhill. I just said massive twice. I really need to get a thesaurus or something. It's just been a downhill spiral from there for Villanova. Now they're down 2 inhibitors. They have an open mid inhibitor, and there's no signs of WAG stopping. So.
Yeah, it seems like they started to get their act together once they realized that Villanova was starting to become in the lead in this game. It seems like this game has just kind of been back and forth between the two, but it looks like Swag finally might be able to keep a hold of that lead for the rest of the game.
And I think if they take this mid inhibitor, it's going to be almost impossible for Villanova to come back. It's really hard to come back from 3 inhibitors down, especially with the split push and Garen.
Yeah, I mean, if you see, also they have 3 towers in comparison to WAG's 11, so that's definitely
Bubble
not
missed a
looking
little bit.
good in their
Alistar
favor.
going in with a headbutt pulverize, but not quite anything following up on that. Vayne is putting a good amount of damage down. Oh, Vigor lands a good stun. Good ult combination coming in. Alistar goes in with no ult. The Nami wave comes through. Jarvan Cataclysm goes down, and Vigor picks up a kill on Jarvan. Meanwhile, on the Nexus is this pesky little Garen. Mundo just sitting in the middle of these 3 people on the enemy team going, where's the rest of my team? Oh, Cassiopeia comes in with a great stun, but the DFG is using Cassiopeia. Oh my god, that Vigor damage just blows her up. And Vayne cleans up the kill on Vigor. Ezreal's still there hanging around. Oh, a great flash kill from the Vayne. Doing tons of damage. And there is Garen. The exhaust and the bubbles used. He might get condemned into the fountain. Not quite. I think he might be able to end this. Yep, that is game. All thanks to the backdoor Garen.
Good job, Garen. You definitely are MVP for this game, just because of those cheeky backdoors.
100% MVP of this game goes to that Garen. Oh man, great game though from both teams. And you know, definitely props to Villanova for trying to come back into that one. They made some really great plays that caught them up, and you know, even gave them a gold lead for the first time in the series. But it just really wasn't enough.
Yeah, so like 2 games go to WAG this